Hey guys, it's Kylie, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to choose which Disney resort to stay at during your next Disney World trip. So today I'm going to go through some of the different leveling that Disney has with their Disney resorts and some of the pros and cons between some of the different hotels even in each level. But if you guys are interested in more Disney content, definitely hit the subscribe button, turn the bell so you get notified every time I upload. I post tons of Disney content on this channel. So to start off, when choosing a Disney World Resort hotel, you have to look at the different levels, and the levels generally mean pricing. There is fluctuation in prices between each level, but as you go up in the levels, there's nicer accommodations, but they do cost more. So the lowest level is value, then you have your moderate, then your deluxe, and your deluxe villas. So starting off with value, some of the things that value includes, these are a little bit more budget-friendly hotels. They offer bigger pools, and they are larger in property size, so you might have to walk a longer distance to get to your room. The other thing that these offers, they don't offer any sit-down restaurants, like any full-service restaurants. They only offer food court style restaurants, so you do have that option, but you are limited to just that. A pro to these resorts is they do have some fun theming. A lot of them are themed to something. You have your All-Stars, and then you have Pop Century and Art of Animation. They do have awesome theming to them, and a lot of the rooms do have theming in them. Pop Century also has some recently renovated rooms, so that's nice. You get some nicer quality rooms than some of the other value resorts, and sometimes it is worth spending a little bit more to stay at one of the nicer value resorts than it is to stay at the All-Stars. The All-Stars are on the lower end, where Pop Century and Art Animation now do have access to the Skyliner, which can get you to Hollywood Studios and Epcot, which is really nice. Another mode of transportation to get to the parks directly from a value resort, which is a newer option, and it's definitely something that adds to the appeal of both Pop Century and Art of Animation. Then when looking at the moderates, these ones, some of them do offer sit-down restaurants. A pro to this is like the Top of Grand Destino. It's another nice sit-down restaurant, so you're not just limited to the food court style restaurants. These are also a little bit more budget friendly, offer lots of different accommodations. However, there is many of these that are a little bit older and do need some refurbs to them. Some of them do also have a lot of property, like the value resorts that have a lot of different buildings. Some of these, like Coronado, has even multiple bus stops, so it can take a while to get back to your room from the parks, or even get to the parks from your room depending on which bus stop you're staying at. One pro to these is Grand Destino. You get deluxe quality from a moderate price, so that's definitely an awesome option to staying at a place like Coronado. If you can stay in Grand Destino, you get nice new rooms, and it is a deluxe quality. There's awesome food service in that building too. However, some of these moderates are used more for conventions, especially Coronado, so you are limited with that too. Caribbean Beach also does offer Skyliner access, which makes it really nice. You can either get on at the Riviera station or the Caribbean Beach station. If you're able to get on the Caribbean Beach station, you don't have to switch Skyliners at all. You have direct access to both Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Pop Century and Art of Animation, so you are able to resort hop a little bit more using the Skyliner. Now for Deluxe, you do have multiple different options. A lot of the Deluxe are also Deluxe villas, so there is overlap in which hotels you can stay at. For those, Yacht Club is one of the few Deluxe that doesn't have Deluxe villas. You also have Deluxe level accommodations at Swan and Dolphin. Those are just not Disney owned properties. There are a few limitations with those, so you don't get like magic bands and you can't charge to your room, but you do still get some of the perks that you get when staying on a Disney World property hotel, like the proximity to the parks and some of the other reservation time frames that you get when staying at other Disney World hotels. Deluxe, most of them are pretty close to the parks. You got the Epcot resorts, the Magic Kingdom. Some of them are walking distance, some of them are a boat ride to many different parks, so those are definitely nice. You also get some high-end restaurants, so if you're interested in food, there's definitely lots of restaurants at the different Deluxe resorts, so definitely can be a perk to staying at those, being able to access and have quick access to those different restaurants. And then for the Deluxe villas, the rooms are obviously a little bigger, and they are more of like a home style. You have kitchens in most of them. Even the studios have a little kitchenette. The ones all above a studio have a washer and dryer at them. You can make your own food, so it's more like you're staying in like a little apartment versus staying in just a regular hotel room, so you do have more flexibility. They also sleep a lot of people only in one room. There is some suites at some of the lower levels which can sleep bigger families, but this is really nice if you want to stay and with your whole family, have plenty of space for everybody and be able to make meals. You don't have to eat all the time at the parks or at the restaurants. These do also offer a lot of the accommodations that your Deluxe offer. You have the proximity for most of them to parks. You also have very nice restaurants at these, so you do have lots of options when staying at the Deluxe resorts, but they do come at a much higher price tag per night than you would at your moderate and your value resorts. So I would definitely say when choosing which resort to stay at, you got to look at your family's budget and what you're trying to get out. If you have a budget of, we'll say, of $5,000 and you're looking to go for a couple of days, would you rather spend all the money on the hotel? Would you rather spend it on restaurants? Would you rather spend it on souvenirs? Just take your budget and figure out where you want to spend it. There is awesome accommodations in the value resorts, and then there's also awesome accommodations that could even be once in a lifetime experiences at the deluxe resorts. And you do, especially I will say Grand Casino again, there is club level at that, and then all the rest of the club level is at the deluxe resorts if you're looking for something like that. But it's definitely making the most of your money. Where do you want to spend it on your trip? If you want to spend it on a nice hotel, spend it on a nice hotel. There's lots of experiences at all of them, and they all have a unique experiences. Going and touring some of the different resorts and just checking them all out, I definitely think it's interesting to have the food style like a boardwalk has, that you don't really even have like a specific place to get food. You can go to lots of different options versus a place like Art of Animation where you have more of the food court style. It kind of reminds me of like in the parks, you have lots of options. So it's kind of where your family feels and they fit best if you have a priority on where you want to spend your money. But everything works, it's just what fits your family best. And I definitely think make sure you look into all of them and make sure you understand what you're getting and what the extra benefits are of some of the different hotels, whether they have refurb rooms. Definitely ask for those. If you're staying at a hotel that just recently refurbed some of their rooms, you can also get proximity to like the main building. So for like a Coronado, you can try to get close to the lobby, or you could be in one of the farther away buildings, some of that. So it's definitely understanding what hotel you're staying at, and each Disney hotel is right in the middle of the magic and has the access to the parks, which is definitely why you're there. You're there to go experience Disney, and to be able to experience Disney and stay on Disney property is definitely a benefit, as you do get that awesome transportation to the parks and extra magic hours and some extra access to the parks when they're offering that. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what's your favorite hotel to stay at or favorite hotel level to stay at. And if you have any other questions about choosing a Disney hotel, definitely leave those in the comments down below as well. I would be happy to help you out with that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!